Hi, everybody. My name is Belinda Wasser, also known as Rocket Girl. If you're joining us live, thank you. I'm really happy to have you here. And if you're watching the replay, welcome. Either way, if you have any questions at all or comments you'd like to share, if you would just put them in the comments box um, during this broadcast, I'll answer them live. Otherwise, I'll circle back around and answer them later. So thank you so much for coming. I want to let you know that today's episode of the RocketGirl Show is brought to you by the VA Connection. And for those of you who haven't already joined us, the VA Connection is a professional online community with the goal of educating and connecting virtual assistants all over the world. So I hope you'll come to our Facebook group and check us out. We'd love to have you. There's two ways to find us. The first one is to type the VA Connection in the search bar at the top of Facebook. The second is to follow this bit.ly link, bit.ly.vaconnection.com. Either way, when you arrive, just click the join button and we'll be there to let you in. When you get inside the group, you're going to find that there's lots and lots of videos like this, articles, all kinds of useful information that is for people who have been a VA for a long time like me, people who are just starting out, or for people who are just thinking about joining the profession. So please check us out. Today we're going to talk about the do's and don'ts of a productive workday. For those of us who work at home, it can be very challenging to stay focused. And because we sell, or at least the way my pricing works is I sell my time and expertise for money, it's important that I be as productive as possible. So what I'm going to do is show you a couple of things that I don't do during the workday. Laundry. I don't do any laundry during the workday. It was kind of a joke when I first started seeing my boyfriend, because the laundry would be piling and piling up during the week, and he would say, "Why don't you just throw a load in?" And I just it's now a joke, but I don't just throw a load in during my workday. I really protect that time. I also don't clean the kitchen during the workday. I went into the kitchen about an hour ago and I made my lunch, and the pan is dirty and it's on the stove and my dish is in the sink. I just want to get back to my desk and focus on my work day, and that way I can finish my day earlier without distraction. Number 3, I don't talk on the phone with family or friends. Now, this took a little training. My family and friends were used to talking to me during the day and calling me whenever they wanted to. So I really had to explain to them why I couldn't do this. Now, and again, it's become a little bit of a joke that I call people from the car all the time. And I also talk to people, my friends and family, while I'm on the treadmill, but definitely not when I'm sitting at my desk unless it's some kind of emergency. I don't make my bed. If my bed is not made at the beginning of the day, it stays unmade until I tidy it up before I get back into it. So that's another way that I help myself stay focused. I don't pay personal bills or shop online during my workday either. I handle all these things in the morning before I sit down to my desk, because I find that being a VA can be distracting enough because information is coming from all over the place. It's coming via email, it's coming on the phone, it's coming in meetings. And so if I don't just stay kind of in my lane during the day and have the focus be on my work, it's very difficult to end up someplace I shouldn't be, like organizing the linen closet. All right, here are some guidelines for what I do during the day. I pretty much start my day at the same time every day. And the reason I do this is because, first of all, I love routine, absolutely thrive with a routine. But the other reason is I think it would be easy to be sitting at the kitchen table, having a cup of tea, and look up, and before I know it, it's 10 o'clock. So I decided that I was going to start my day earlier, and I get to my desk around, usually around 8 or 9 o'clock. The first thing I do when I sit at my desk is I look at the emails that have come in the night before, and I prioritize them because it's always important to me to make sure that I'm hitting deadlines and I'm able to meet my clients' requests. The way that I manage so many things at once is I block time on my calendar. So in between each task, I'll look at my calendar, I'll see what else is there, whether it's a meeting that I need to prepare for or a task that needs to be completed, and I will work on one specific project at a time, which gets to this point here. I try to only work on one task at a time. So here's an example. I would sit down and let's say I was going to work on some work for my client, Michelle. And Michelle maybe has sent me 3 or 4 emails today, and I know that there's something she asked me to do last week that I need to do by Friday. What I would do is I would open up my notes, my email, her website, all of the tools that I would need to get her work done, start working my way through them, and then when I'm finished, close those tools back up, make any notes that I need to make, and then move on to the next project. That's not always possible, but I try to make it a priority. I also plan to be at my desk all day, almost every weekday, and in a lot of ways that just kind of frees me up from the being pushed, not pushed, but like pulled back and forth between my personal life and being at home and my work life. So I find that that's just an easier way for me because I want to work full time. I know it's different for other people. Some people want to work in the mornings when their kids are at school. But for me, given the amount of work that I want to do and the amount of hours I want to bill, being at my desk all day is a good strategy for that. Okay, so let me look over here in the comments and see if anyone has anything that they would like to say. Let's see if there's anything else I want to tell you about a productive work day. I think exercise is really good. Also, I walk every morning, and that really gets me kind of settled down and ready to focus. I can think through different things while I'm on my walk to kind of clear my mind. So I recommend that as well. Okay, so it doesn't look like there's any questions right now. So I'm going to just remind you again about our fabulous Facebook group and hope that you'll join us. The 2 ways to find us are here up on my screen, typing the virtual assistant connection in the search box at the top of Facebook and following this bit.ly link. My name is Belinda Wasser, also known as Rocket Girl, and I want to thank you for watching the Rocket Girl Show, and I'm signing off until next time. Bye-bye.